got no plans at all. Evil man's always transcending. Fighter like sheep, swallow everything. Always simpletons or pretending.
It's your moment of clarity from LeeCamp.net. We as humans are very good at noticing sudden changes. Like if you get punched in the face or if a flood comes sweeping down your street, you almost definitely notice unless you're deep into a crossword puzzle trying to figure out a 14-letter word for a foul-mouthed Parisian's motto, in which case you may find yourself surfing down the street with dogs and trees and cars and shit going, pardon my French, I should have gotten that one. Anyway, point is, we're generally pretty good at noticing sudden changes. We're not good at noticing subtle changes. We're terrible at it. This is one reason things like police militarization have grown largely unchecked. The police didn't transform overnight from Johnny on the beat with only a nightstick to Rambo gonna beat your head in with an assault rifle. If only I could find someone to scratch my shoulder for me first. Cause this massive bicep is making it difficult to do standard human maneuvers. Please, someone help. No, that change was done gradually, over decades, because large groups of people generally habituate to the new normal. The next generation accepts a new baseline. Corporations didn't stick their greed pole up our collective ass all in one foul thrust. Otherwise, we would have gone, whoa, hey, easy with the pole. No. They did it slowly, over years and years. And now kids that are teenagers today just think it's normal to have 6 or 8 corporations controlling almost everything we buy, touch, breathe, or finger. You can go down the list and look at how important it is for these changes to happen gradually, even if it's only over a few years. And then, if there does come a moment when the American people start to say, hey, you can't listen to our phone calls, the corporatocracy will go, we've been doing it for years. Nothing is changing. They said that with indefinite detention of American citizens and with torture and hydrofracking and many other intrusions. We've been breaking this law for years and years, all right? All we're doing now is codifying it. And I know that's a big word, but I tell you what, you don't worry your little head about it. You just go take a nappy poo and you feel better in the morning. Habituation is also the reason we're unable to deal with climate change in the slightest. Because our downfall is happening in slow motion, it doesn't seem to matter that it's right in front of us. We'll deal with the tornado that is coming towards us at that moment. Everybody down in the basement! Bring the dog I like. Leave the yappy one out in the yard. Yeah, leave him. But we won't deal with the larger, slower, more powerful issue that is causing the increase in tornadoes or flooding or drought. And now the authorities are using this technique to slowly criminalize dissent. A peaceful activist named Reverend Billy is facing a year in jail for dancing and speaking inside a Chase bank in order to call attention to the bank's contribution to environmental destruction. Many people are not even shocked by this because they've accepted the slow criminalization of protest. Could you imagine if a man gets locked away for singing and dancing inside a bank while no one at JP Morgan Chase sees prison time for the complete and utter ransacking of the U.S. economy and homeowners across the nation? What would it say about us if we stand by and accept that as the new normal? If we're not willing to stand up against this shit show of a corporatized kangaroo court, then what the fuck are we willing to stand up against? And I apologize to the kangaroo for dragging their adorable, ridiculous asses into this discussion. They did nothing wrong but hop around, and here we are relating them to our travesty of a tragedy, our hysterically cynical criminal judicial system. But then again, maybe the kangaroos aren't as innocent as they look. They do hop around, and if you do that inside a Chase bank, you might get a year in jail. In the description to this video, there's a link to a petition to help make sure Reverend Billy does not get locked away for a year. Please go there and sign the petition. That's been your moment of clarity from LeeCamp.net. I'm coming to perform live in Los Angeles and Montreal. Details are at LeeCamp.net. The music here at the end is Truth of the Matter by Doko. That link is in the description. Keep fighting.
It's true if they say crime don't pay. Don't go and making a goddamn dime to this day. I still got a day job and I still pay rent. fighting for liberation, still hating the government, still hoping that prosperity is just around the